Sir, I'm exactly what the city needs, I promise you. Make me sergeant, I'll protect the city better any minute. Let me ask you some questions. What's a soldier's first duty? Service people. I like you. Soldiers are no different than priests, nobles, merchants, craftsmen, farmers. Their job is to keep Bimra whole and healthy. What would you do about the slums if you were a councillor? Strict food rations affecting the merchants, craftsmen, and nobility. I think we'll find we have a lot more food to go around if we divert Bimra's products a little. Keep the slums happy until the monsoon comes so we can figure out a more permanent solution. If you could fix the city by killing me, would you? No, sir, I couldn't do that. What's the worst mate you've ever made? When I was a teenager, I threw a rock at a Naga child. I don't even remember why. I remember the sound he made and how much blood there was. I remember him wailing about his eye. His parent, he was his father, arrived a second later and looked right at me. I was so scared I couldn't move. And so were they. See, this happened on a human street. I think about that kid every day. The Naga couldn't get away with thrashing me the way I know he wanted to. Sometimes I wish I could go back and do it for him. You know enough. More thinking to do. I assume it's just these guys in blue. Yeah, leading to Bhupendra. Sanjay. Tell me why. Ask me, what's the soldier's first duty? Guess it's killed before he's killed. I know that's what every real battle I've been in is boiled down to. Why should if you were a councillor, what would you do? Crack down. Frankly, sir, setting up a defensive line is just waiting for crazed rioters to come to us. Going in to handle individual engagements is risking our lives without solving anything. Slummers give us all nothing but agony. I'd stop treating them like real citizens and start treating them like what they are. Trespassers on Bimra's soil. Oh, no. Bhupendra. You're mixing some smarts with that kindness, I'll make you sergeant. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. There we go. Hello? Hello? Can I talk to you? Oh, we were just talking to it. It's nothing you need to. Captain, we don't really have to lay down our lives for use of starving street trash, do we? They want to kill each other. What's the point in getting ourselves cut open trying to stop them? What's the point in paying a merc who can't take orders? Lay down your lives? Nah. Do your job, but don't take any stupid risks. I will. See, Captain Shyam gets it. He knows what it's going to be like that. Gotta be a slaughter is what it's going to be like. Maybe I should have gone with my original cut. We got 2 groups of prisoners, sir. Some Naga were found over a pile of dead humans. A couple of slum gangs beat up a priest. Just people who surrendered near the defensive line. We'd have to leave men behind to guard them. Better if you could make the decision to execute them or let them go. I'll look them over, sir. Naga regards to channeling either cannot or will not respond. Kill us or don't, either way the Queen is coming for you. Days are numbered. Had it coming, believe me, he had it coming. We used to sell bread to the black markets, mostly too, we were sick of it. The police, don't kill us, we were so hungry. No, this one. Moves this one. Had it coming. Had it coming. Shime, nice to see a familiar face. Maybe not so much yours. Is that so? The man are saying he's the one who... Speak with him myself. No offense, but I kind of hoped I'd never have to see you again. Especially since VJ ordered his men to kill me right after I, you know... Another time with the inclination to reminiscence. Just tell me if you're going to be a problem. Let's get to the point. You have a lot of priorities right now, and by nobody's estimation am I one of them. I'm harmless. I've performed enough assassinations for one life, and I frankly approve of VJ being in power, even though he tried to have me killed. Please just let me go so I can get out of the city for good. Nah, I might need you as a bargaining chip against VJ. You can wait in chains. So I knew that was coming. What should we do with the prisoners? Oh, so I can't say, actually, we should have people. By the sounds of it, I don't think we can do anything about the Naga. These guys, I think in some ways, I don't know. Because you can't actually ask them questions, which is kind of pointless. Just let them go, both go, just to worry about. As you say, sir, like everything dropped. Yeah, I get it. Pick yourself a sergeant. There's the gate. To war. One more thing dealt with. Don't look at me, sir. I didn't decide to let these people inside. Apparently somebody let them through the defensive lines, but things started getting out of hand. Useful. I need better information on what VJ's giving us. As you say, be sure they brought some food from our supplies. Everything's happened according to plan, just as I've foreseen it. The third eye shows me the reality of what has happened, guides me, J-Pal, to bear you the truth like a jar of sweet water. Calm down, you're safe, take your time. Death of the false speaker has brought blissful, long-awaited revolution. Warfare between the true servants of Banca Mundi, overarching protector of all men, and hateful soldiers of the old order has truly begun. What? The dog of the deceiver runs along the street, nipping at the heels of all he encounters, but justice will be swift, oh yes. Soon he will taste the dark, cold milk of defeat. This man obviously needs care. Get him some food and blankets, watch over him. You're a good man. There are not many good men. Not anymore. I know that Banca Mundi will protect you even as she has protected me, even as you have protected me now. Okay, I could go over this way. But I don't know where I'm headed next. Because we might find some more people that we need to talk to about things. Got the budgets VJ's prepared. He would have brought them to you personally, but he wanted me to double check the coffers before bringing this to your attention. Ready to discuss your men's payment? I'm listening. Yeah, well, there's no good way to say it. The budget's tight. Trade with the Naga Empire has suffered badly, and lately, nobles have been demanding funds to raise and maintain their own fighting men as defensive measures. We won't be able to pay your men their usual salary. I'll pay them enough to feed themselves and their families, but that's all I can promise. My men are risking their lives for this city. Look at this from our perspective. If the nobles smell trouble, they'll overthrow this city a lot faster than a bunch of starving cripples ever could. We need to guarantee them protection. Now, if you can guarantee me that most of your men will be committed to the defensive line. I was going to do that. No, these are my men, not VJ's. I won't bow to his demands. We all have to make early decisions to save this city. This is one of VJ's. Now you can march your men pointlessly into the slums, leave the nobles to defend themselves with home trade troops, and leave your men miserable and underfunded, or you can cooperate and make the most efficient use of all our resources. Which will it be? It's not me they'll blame if they don't get their full pay. I think we're done here. Tell your men to expect their salary reduced after tonight. Hopefully it will still give them something to look forward to, yes. Councillor Shyam, my mistress Laxmi wanted me to speak with you. She requires your assistance on a few matters. If you're willing to cooperate with her, she'd ensure some extra considerations find their way to your men. Given the tight council budget and the rising cost of food, could be a bit of a morale boost for them, couldn't it? Yeah, sure, what's the matter? Well, firstly, now that you've checked in with your scout, she'd like a general update on how things are going in the slums, put in your own words. Death all over. Very well. Second, she would like to petition for military assistance. I gather some recent events have left things a trifle uneasy down there, although she stresses not as bad as they could be. The extra reward will be responsible for protecting her family. As long as she doesn't mind them passing me information, sure. After having surveyed the preliminary defensive plans, my mistress would also like to respectfully point out there's a hole in the defensive line. You protect nearly all the city of the slums, but they might, if they waited for a breaking patrols, rush the main gate. Since that is where Mistress Laxmi brings in the farmers' crops from, this is a problem. She realises these slum dwellers are stupid, right? They're not going to wait for a breaking patrols like some kind of master spy. So all I believe, I wish you the best of luck. Noble people. Well, noble men and women. Nobles. So, I think we're heading out the gate then. Having talked to everyone. Where am I? Here. Sergeant. I've assembled the men at the mouth of the slums you ordered. Are you ready to set out? Let's put an end to this. Yes, sir. Ready to move him out? Not ready yet. Hold on. Pendra. I regret this, sir. I promise. He salutes. So we sent 3 squads up ahead to barricade the major streets. They'll return shortly. Right, it's too thick, sir. Couldn't get a good look at what's going on. But I heard some people say there were dead Naga everywhere. I had a lot of chants saying they wanted to cancel dead for murder in Ranveer. Yep, that could have been easy information to get. Thank you, sir. So I showed up at the main streets like you asked. Don't know what was going on. It was gangs fighting, dozens of them. Thugs everywhere. Nobody was stopping them. There was a lot of screaming, sir. You're being vague. What was going on? It looked like there was a kind of looting, sir. Open housebreaking. People inside were trying to fight back. Gangs killing each other. Killing people who were already hurt. Killing people who couldn't fight back. Alright, now take a rest. You've earned it. Thank you, sir. Right. What are we doing now? Don't get paid with the road, says you need to promise. I'll put my boys on the defensive line of wages to half what they were. Yeah, gather them around, let's get this over with. Men form up. Some chuckle, others so gravely ahead. They've been on their feet for a while now, it shows. Today's a good day, but no. What a city to die for, eh, boys? Some of the men chuckle, others murmur in dark agreement. So let me tell you what it's worth. What is worth dying for? Do I want to be inspiring or pragmatic? No, so tell me what is worth dying for. Families, wives, children. Bhimna has plenty, and the riots endanger them all. They're listening. BJ gave me some orders he had no right to give. Now your pay's been cut. Those are the facts. No, there we go. It reacts as well as you'd expect. There's no split out, just grumbling and snarls. Like, yeah, stuff it if you're going to do that to me. What would he do? So he's proud. What do we know about our guy? He's proud. These are his troops. But it's going to be tough fighting there. Do I send a couple in? I think I want to send a couple of guys in. Yeah, half of you going in slums, the rest are here. Defensive ability looking tangibly retrieved stands at attention. You're only there to hold back rioters, don't hurt anyone that's not asking for it. The men nod, absorbing the instruction. I want you spread out all over, no playing favourites. Slum party stirs, awaiting instructions. They don't look happy about this. While you're in there, you're there to keep peace. You see J Deep's boys, push them back. Don't be afraid to pick fights, we've got to do this right. You hear muttering. It's the right thing to do, boys, trust me. So remember, waiting to hear this. After exchange of dissatisfaction and last goodbyes, half a dozen men throw their weapons and walk away. Yeah, they're not happy. Not bad, thought I'd lose more. Anyway, get to work. Gradually, with many a glance back at you, the men move out. To who knows what fate. Sent 3 squads up ahead to barricade. They'll return shortly. Was given now time to see what my messenger wants from me. Where is my messenger? My messenger's in this space somewhere. Ah, there he is. Sham, Lakshmi has requested you return to the council chambers. She says it's an urgent tactical matter. Yep, now head in there and see if anyone else needs you. Very good, sir. Follow me. Bless the gods for secret passages. Oh, what's wrong, Sham? Did someone buy it on your messenger? Believe me, I know your pain. Lakshmi, you alright? But I didn't kill this man's relatives. Sure, I'd say I'm doing better than you right now. Draw your sword, cast it to your right. I want to hear it clatter. Put your hands up, and let my people shackle you. Don't I know you? Not personally, nor will you. Throw your sword aside. So I throw it. Oh, do I want to fight him? No. Cast sword aside. You won't be kept prisoner for long. The rightful queen will be here soon, here to pass judgment. As you're jostled along, unarmed and barely on your feet, you can hear the city breaking down around you. You have no idea whether anything you tried tonight worked. You have no idea if you'll live to find out. Oh. Surrendered when he had to. His company what to do. Yep. Continue. Queen to be. Or not queen to be. That is the question. You can pause this? Huh. Graciously sent down careless officer 20 men. Wanted by nobles, disgusted, crude, distance. All this planning, all this might have gone to waste if you didn't have a figure like me to rally around. You didn't have time to discuss the specifics of whatever his plan was. It's not going to be a peaceful coup. I assume we're just walking to the... Oh, right, we're meant to meander around. Okay, well, let's go to these various places. I assume Lakshmi is going to try and play both sides. He's basically playing both sides. Kanaka, hello. I'm impressed. You're here for less than a month and the whole vile government has been destroyed. I foresee a bright future for you, Asher. Honestly, a lot more people died for this than I would have liked. Who perished? Some men on VJ's payroll, some of your followers, men and women, who are glad to give their lives to see the Queen restored and the long nightmare ended. Put them out of your mind. This is your moment. You earned it. Captain. Congratulations, you finally kicked this festival off. Me and me boys have had all the killing we could carry away in a basket. I get to finish this off by taking VJ's head. You know, it's almost enough to make me like you. This was never about murder. It's about retaking my throne. You say? But for us out in the field, all we were really doing was killing mobs of people we'd never met before. That's fine with me, because frankly, that's the part I like. But I guess it makes you squeamisher. Well, you tell yourself any kind of story you want to justify it. Oh yeah, I let all those go, didn't I? Right. Well, so we'll go around the other way and talk to Lakshmi, who will probably tell us that she always loved us, and if it weren't for that nasty VJ, she would have always, and of course, what was it, Shyam? She would have stood by us in the very beginning, but no, alas. She did her best. Hello? So the throne's all but retaken. I suppose that's the hard part done, isn't it? After I deal with VJ, there's still the likes of J Deep to negotiate with. Politics, eh? Well, I just hope you'll have some time. In between all those politics, talk over some problems with us. But never mind, your vengeance awaits you. Go, give the man VJ whatever it is he deserves. Is he the one that... Were you the one that was hit? Oh, there you are, Lakshmi. Yes, I knew about your parents' assassination. I didn't have them killed, I didn't want them dead, but I profited from it. So where does that leave us? I doubt it's anywhere good. How did you know then? And why didn't you try and stop it? All I ever really wanted was to have as much of a stake in things as VJ did, as my husband used to. I was bored, so I lingered around a few doors, chatted with a few wives, thought of the bigger picture. When the time came, I acted quietly and plucked up power like an old garment. VJ was impressed not only that I probably knew the assassination was going to happen, that I'd taken control of my husband's land so quickly after his death. He offered me a role on the council. Amazing how many roads complete social upheaval builds. Amazing also how no one has thought to ask me this question before. I'm not asking you to be sympathetic, but I'm not going to beg either. Everyone on the streets knows I had a hand in killing your parents. Keeping me around just sends the wrong kind of message. So do what you have to do and stop wasting both of our time. Your loss would weaken the city? I don't think so, from what I know about her. Noblewoman, since I was in charge of keeping down riots and resistance in the farmlands. You're nothing to me. You just said what was in your interests, which is true. Forgive me for not celebrating, but I doubt this over. Good moods rarely last.